This highway cost hundreds of millions of dollars to build. It has 20 lanes, and on most days, there is almost nobody on it. Meanwhile, cities that were never planned, that were called a mess, a disaster, a problem to be solved, are some of the most alive places on Earth. So what the hell is going on? In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you why every single top-down urban utopia, no matter how much money, how much genius, how much political will goes into it, tends to collapse. And more importantly, I'm going to show you what the people who build these cities get fundamentally, catastrophically wrong about human beings. This isn't just urban planning. This is a story about power, control, and what happens when someone thinks they can design a perfect society from scratch. And if you're new here, we do this every week. Hit subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Every few decades, someone decides to build the perfect city. A blank slate, no legacy infrastructure, no messy politics, no organic chaos. Just pure, rational, optimized design. And the pitch is always the same. We will plan everything. The roads, the zoning, the green spaces, the cultural centers. We will think of every variable, and the result will be a paradise. Let's start with the most extreme example of this logic, and one of the strangest cities on Earth. In 2005, Myanmar's military junta secretly moved the entire national capital overnight. Within 3 years, they had constructed a city of 7,000 square kilometers, larger than London, from nothing but jungle. Hotels with hundreds of rooms, a 20-lane highway, a replica of Yangon's famous Shwedagon Pagoda, a zoo, golf courses, all paid for by the state.
There was one small problem. Nobody wanted to live in this city, despite its utopian vision.
Government workers were ordered to relocate. Embassies refused for years. International businesses stayed in Yangon. The city exists, but it has never had a pulse. Because you can build a city, you cannot command people to love it. In Inner Mongolia, China, a coal boom in the early 2000s made local officials rich and ambitious. They built Kangbashi, a brand new city district designed for 1 million people. Museums, opera houses, Olympic-sized stadiums, beautiful parks. At its peak, 98% of the apartments were empty. The apartments were bought, but as investments, not homes. Because in China at the time, real estate was the safest place to park money. Nobody planned to actually live there. The planners solved every logistical problem: water, power, roads, schools, and they still ended up with a ghost city. Because they forgot to ask the most basic question: why would a real person choose to move here?
Here's the uncomfortable truth that urban planners don't like to talk about. Cities aren't built, they grow.
The urban theorist Jane Jacobs spent her career fighting against exactly this kind of thinking. She watched as rational planners destroyed working-class neighborhoods in New York to build housing projects, perfectly designed, perfectly clean, perfectly dead. Her insight was radical and simple. The life of a city comes from the bottom up. From the coffee shop owner who knows your name, from the weird mix of old buildings and new ones, from the spontaneous uses of space that no planner ever anticipated. When you design a city for an abstract idea of a person, you get an abstract city. Functional, maybe. Human? Never. By the way, if this is making you think differently about cities, drop a comment below. I'm curious, do you live in a planned city or an organic one? And which do you prefer?
When you design a city for an abstract idea of a person, you get an abstract city. Functional, maybe. Human? Never.
Every failed megacity shares the same original sin. The planners optimized for efficiency, aesthetics, and order, and forgot about serendipity, identity, and belonging. People don't choose a city because the roads are wide. They choose a city because their sister lives there, because the food scene is incredible, because there's a history they feel connected to, because something unexpected and wonderful happened to them on a random Tuesday afternoon. You cannot engineer serendipity. You cannot mandate belonging. And you absolutely cannot blueprint culture into existence. Even Brasilia, arguably the most successful planned capital city, had to wait decades for its satellite towns, informal settlements, and chaotic organic neighborhoods to develop before it started to feel real. The planned part is iconic. The lived part grew despite the plan.
You cannot engineer serendipity. You cannot mandate belonging. And you absolutely cannot blueprint culture into existence.
The cities that work don't try to control every outcome. They create conditions: good transit, mixed zoning, walkable blocks, affordable entry points, and then get out of the way. They plan the skeleton. They let people grow the flesh. Singapore is obsessive about infrastructure and housing, but it also has one of the world's most vibrant food cultures, born from hawker centers that were initially a problem the government tried to solve by organizing street vendors into structured spaces. The plan created the container. Culture filled it.
Urban planning is doomed. Some cities do it brilliantly. So what's the difference? It comes down to prioritizing people over cars and creating spaces that actually foster community.
Here's what I keep coming back to. Every failed utopia in history, not just cities, but social experiments, communes, collectivist projects, they all make the same mistake. They assume that if you get the design right, the people will follow. But human beings are not variables in an equation. We're chaotic, sentimental, irrational, beautiful. And the cities we actually love, the ones that last, are the ones that leave enough room for all of that. The best city isn't the one that was perfectly planned. It's the one that learned how to be imperfect and made that its greatest strength. If this video made you look at your city differently, smash that like button. It genuinely helps this channel more than you'd think. And subscribe if you want more videos like this every week. If you want to go deeper on how human psychology shapes the systems around us, you're going to love this next video. It's about inside Mark Laurie's utopia. What they're not telling you. I'll link it right here.